Hey guys, welcome back to Courageous Fit Female. Today we're going to talk about how to slowly get back to being active again. And I'm going to share with you how to do that in 5 doable steps so that you can start doing that today. Because if we're being honest, we want to have more energy and feel good in our bodies. But in order for that to happen, we need to make time to work out. And that's just one of the things, right? And that's the thing that we keep putting off. So the question remains, how do we do that when it's been so long since we were last physically active, like consistently, right? We're not talking about you did a 5K this weekend and then you just stopped being active the next 3 months. So consistently, like how do you do that consistently? Or how do you go back to being physically active consistently again, like we did when we were younger in our 20s? Remember that time, right? But what can we do to get ourselves slowly back to being active again? You're going to learn 5 doable steps to make it happen in this episode so that you can start getting back to being active again, starting today. So let's get started. Hey mama and friend of Jesus, welcome to Courageous Fit Female. Do you want to get healthy and feel comfortable in your body? Are you up late at night Googling how to have more confidence? And are you afraid you're never going to lose the weight? Do you wake up with ambitious health goals but never seem to have the time to work out or meal prep? Hey, I'm Jaclyn Castro. I am a follower of Jesus, a wife, a mom of 2, and a Christian health coach. I too wanted to be healthier for my kids and wished to be energetic and motivated. I wanted to have confidence within myself, feel comfortable in my body, and stop being so self-conscious. But I was afraid of change and afraid of going back to the gym. I told myself that I could figure things out on my own, but I kept failing. Until I found the secret to getting healthy and being comfortable in my body in my 40s. I'll teach you how to slowly get back to being active, eat food that's healthy for you, and help you to partner with God in the journey. If you're ready to stop constantly tugging at your shirt and hiding behind others in photos, then grab your Bible and notebook and let's dive into today's episode. So I know you guys all remember when you used to be super active, right? You used to go hiking regularly, you used to go to the gym regularly, you used to go running over 3 times a week. You just used to be active with sports. Maybe you can think back to high school and so forth. But maybe after having kids, right? Your beautiful kids that you love, you had that part of your life, it totally shifted things for you. Maybe you got married, maybe you have a new job, or there was a career shift or a career change, this whole transition of all of the above, right? It takes a lot out of us. And a lot of that will change the dynamics of how we do life. For me, when I was a fitness instructor, I used to be at the gym, guys, not just 7 days a week, but I used to work out 9 times a week. But as I got older and I was no longer a fitness instructor, I got older and I slowed down a lot. I had a lot of different priorities. Fun became sleep for me, right? That was fun for me, or it is fun for me now versus going to the gym 9 times a week. That was crazy. That was a crazy time in my life. So I slowed down a lot. And of course it shifted a lot when it comes to my physical body, right? Of course, it's going to change the way my body felt, how my clothes fit and so forth. So how did I get back? Because I'm no longer there. Not like I have it all together. I'm just saying that. How did I get back to where I am today? Like to be physically consistent 4 times a week, because that's my schedule. My schedule is my goal is to do it 4 times a week. And since the new year, I probably only had to take a break for 1 week at a time twice this year. And it is the month of May, the time I'm recording this. So how do I do that? How do I do this consistently, working out? And how do I do it slowly, getting back to doing it slowly? Because it's not a good thing to just start something like sitting on the couch and all of a sudden expecting to work out 4 times a week. That's just not realistic. It's not even the best plan for you to do because, well, for some of us it does work, but if you're not going to be doing that consistently, or if you don't see yourself as that's something that's realistic, then you're not going to stick with it. So let's not do that. Let's do it slowly. That's the smart thing to do. So I'm going to give you 5 doable steps, and let's just get into the first one. So the first one is to write down a meaningful reason. So like, the what or the how, those are not always the answer, right? So we're going to change the what and the how to why. Change it to your why and make it a meaningful why. So the what and the how, those are just instruments. And actually everything we talk about, why, what, how, these are all instruments, right? Like if I tell you what to do, okay, you're going to do it. If I tell you how to do it, okay, you can do it. But let's just change that to your why and make it meaningful. So you're going to get a pen and paper. You're going to write this down, or you can make it your screen, what is it called to the front of your phone? Your screen. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a blank. Whatever that's called, the front of your phone. So you're going to put it down, make it pretty if you want, write it down somewhere and make it a meaningful reason. So for me, for example, I am doing this for keeping my energy levels up, right? I'm working out, and we can also talk about eating healthy, but we're not going to talk about eating healthy. We're just going to talk about the physical part, okay, of exercising. So my why is I'm doing this for keeping my energy levels up, for feeling physically good in my body, for being capable of being able to do the job that I'm called to do, to be ready for emergencies that life throws at me, because that happens, right? To keep my mind alert to make good choices that I need to make every single day. And of course, guys, to steward my body for God, to steward my body for the Lord. And two verses that I have down are Ephesians 2:10 and 1 Corinthians 6:19. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago." So that is the first verse that comes to mind. And the second one is 1 Corinthians 6:19. Everyone knows this verse. It says, "Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own." So these two verses come to mind when it comes to me making a decision to either work out or not. And so that's my why, guys. That's the reason why. That's my meaningful reason for why I actually do these things, do the steps to get my workout in. So that's the first step. Write it down, put it somewhere where you can see it, meditate on it, and think about why you're doing, like, why are you trying to get back to being physically active? Why do you want to get to being physically active again? Because I can tell you, okay, guys, write it in your planner and then just do it, right? It's so easy. No, it's not really that easy, quote unquote. I mean, it's simple, but we know it's not an easy thing to do. So you need to think about your why, your meaningful why. Number 2, the second step that you are going to do to get back to slowly being active again is to schedule it in. So now you're going to treat this as an assignment or an appointment or a promise to a friend that, or maybe a church ministry task assignment thing that you have to do, right? You need to do. I mean, you don't turn those down when you're tired or when you just don't feel like doing it. You just don't do that. We don't do that. So again, schedule it in. And I also, to kind of like a bonus for scheduling it in, is to go to your Google Calendar or go to your calendar choice electronic for whatever you do. Whatever you use, and you're going to select a specific exercise, because we don't have a lot of time to figure out what we're going to do when we're actually going to work out. What's the actual exercise that we're going to do? And trying to think it up on the spot is a lot of energy that you're going to have to think on the spot. What am I going to do? How do I do this? So what I do is I'm actually going to tell you to select a specific exercise or whatever program you're in. Most of the workouts that we have nowadays, they are digital. So what I do is I take the link of the program that I'm in for that specific day of the week's workout, and I copy and paste that link into my Google Calendar. And I use the task part of Google Calendar. You can use whatever you want. If you're familiar with Google Calendar, you're with me on this. So you either know you can enter your calendar thing as an event or a task or a reminder. I personally, for my workouts, I enter it in as a task. And the reason why I do that is because I like to, when I'm done with my workout, I click mark completed, right? And so that way I know, check, I did it for the day. And there's just something about like checking something off a box, right? That makes us feel accomplished. But so Select a specific exercise, know what you're going to do. This is part of the steps, guys. It's not really a big thing for you to say you're going to work out by just saying, okay, schedule it in. No, part of scheduling it in is to select whatever exercise you're going to do. Let's say it's a generic example. If it's a specific YouTube video, take time to figure out what that workout is and copy and paste the link into your Google Calendar or whatever choice of calendar that you have for digital. Okay, so for me, like I said, I create a task in Google Calendar with the exercise video link in it. So when it's time for me to exercise, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I open up my Google Calendar and I just click it and it takes me to the video. Okay, that's number 2, is scheduling it in. Number 3 is to set your mind. Yes, you guys didn't think that I was going to forget about our mind, right? Because our mind has a lot to do with it. We really need to set our mind up for success because we are prone to leaning on being super resistant. There's a lot of resistance to us and coming up with reasons why, oh, I'm going to go fold the clothes over there. Oh, I need to go and sweep the floor, mop the floor, or rearrange the room, whatever it is. We have all these excuses, reasons, justifications, whatever you want to call it, guys. It's the same thing. We have these reasons that are in our mind that we think we need to do. But no, let's get our body moving. So number 3 is to set your mind. I want you to think about the meaning behind working out, plus what you're about to get into, right? What's about to come up. You're going to just set your mind because, guys, your mind needs to go first so that your body can follow. Let me say that again. Your mind needs to go first so that your body can follow. Let me say that one more time. Your mind needs to go first so that your body can follow. So it's not your body going and then your mind is there. No, you need to set your mind up to know what you're going to do so you can be ready to do that thing. So number 3 is I want you to set your mind. Think about the meaning behind, your exercise. You're moving your body. Why are you working out? What you're going to get into so that you can be prepared. Number 4, next one, we're almost done. Number 4 is to workout prep, right? Or to prep your workout. So what I mean by this is if you're working out of your home, I'm speaking to people like myself that's where I work out. I work out of my bedroom. So number 4 is workout prep, meaning set up a space, have a designated space, a designated area that you have all of your dumbbells, all of your, your mats are there, whatever you need to do. Set up a space, set up a designated area that you're going to use for your workout. So set out your clothes. This is another thing, is to set your clothes out or put them on. So like for me, I get my workouts as early in the morning as I possibly can. Not immediately when I wake up, but after I wake up and I do my morning routine, for whatever, making my smoothie and just having some quiet space before I get my workout in. I put my workout clothes on some of the time, not all the time, but maybe this will work for you, right? Is to actually, when you wake up and you get your morning routine going on, put your workout clothes on. Don't put on your house clothes. Don't put on your other clothes. Put on your workout clothes. So this is helping you to prepare, or this is helping you rather to have a workout prep, right? And so again, setting up your space, set out your clothes or put them on, get your water bottle ready, whatever you need, towel, mat, have the area set up. Okay, and last but not least, guys, this is something that you have to be doing in order, okay? Step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're on 5, is to follow through, aka commit. That's it. So that is number 5, is there is really no point in doing steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you don't do number 5, right? It's obvious that it's not going to happen if you don't follow through. So you need to commit to it. You need to follow through. And the only way that anyone will ever follow through in anything is if they actually plan it out, if you actually do steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a baseball game, for example, I'm just going to think of like a really quick generic example here. A baseball game is not going to happen if you don't have your bat, if you don't have your hard hat, if you didn't bring your cleats. You're not going to have a game happen. It's not going to happen if you don't bring all that. You can't just show up to the baseball field without any of that. because it's not going to happen. So again, in order to follow through, in order for your workout to actually happen, you need to do the first 4 steps, and then you can make that happen. Now guys, as far as getting back to slowly being active again, these are 5 doable steps. So you're not going to just work out 5 times a week, when you're starting out. I suggest to start out twice a week, even once if it's very doable for you to do that, because you want to find that little win. And once you're used to doing that 1 workout a week or 2 workouts a week, I would stick to that for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe. But then I would get on and add another day of the week. So it'll make it 3 days a week for you to work out, and then 4 days a week, maybe 5 days out of the week at the maximum. But when you're in the right program, you'll know how to get set up and how many different days of the week and how to space it apart. That program will help you to do that. So if you are not in an actual program that can help you with that, I'm here. I am going to help you to get healthier and to feel good in your body. So whatever that looks like for you, I don't know, because we have not spoken, but that's why I have one-on-one coaching. Jaclyn at courageousfitfemale.com. Email me and let's get you set up. Jaclyn, the spelling of that. So Jaclyn at courageousfitfemale.com. Let me know, and we are ready to go as soon as you are ready. So I'm waiting for you. Again, let me just recap. If you want to know how to slowly get back to being active again, here are the 5 doable steps so you can start today. Did you hear that? Today, like as soon as we're done with the episode, not tomorrow or 3 months. Step number 1, write down a meaningful reason. Number 2, schedule it in. I use Google Calendars, okay? Number 3, set your mind. Number 4, prep your workout area. And number 5, follow through, aka commit. Okay, that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I am super excited for the next episode. And if you have any comments, any questions, any feedback, please connect with me on email, Jaclyn at courageousfitfemale.com. And I do have an announcement on the next episode, so stick around for that. I'm looking forward to sharing what that announcement is. So come back, and I will see you on the next episode. For His honor and for Jesus' glory, stay courageous and stay fit.